Hi guys, welcome back to the Blonde Psychic channel. Today I am doing another collaboration with another great reader from YouTube. Her name is Dragorsi Tarot. She is European and contact me via Instagram to do a tough video, but I have made one like this before about my your shadow aspect. So everybody's got a shadow side. I will link the other video down below so you can check it out. If you're not sure about what shadow side and shadow work is, it's basically the side of you don't like portraying to the human world. Everyone's got a shadow side of them, and some people don't like working with their shadow at all. It's good to know what your shadow side traits are, so you can be aware when you're displaying this behavior and not bring it out to light, okay? I am working with my, I do have a shadow self and inner child deck, which I will be basing this tarot reading around. We'll be then looking at which house you need to concentrate on with my house of the zodiac deck. Got some tarot messages, checking your energy, what you need to know, and finishing off with some oracle cards, okay? So make sure you stay tuned to this video. It will reveal your shadow side and what you need to work on to heal your shadow side. Very exciting video, very exciting collaboration. So the price for this collaboration is, drum roll. Look at my little angel shaking there, they're so cute. You get to win a free reading with myself. So 2 winners. 1 reader will win a free reading with me, the Blonde Psychic, and 1 reader will win a free reading with Dragorsi Tarot. How exciting! I'll leave all details below. What you must do is be following me on YouTube, be following Dragorsi Tarot on YouTube, like our Instagram pages, and we will draw the winner in 1 week's time, and then you can get a free reading, free personal reading about any subject you want. Very, very exciting, okay? Please take the opportunity to like, subscribe, and share also, and stay tuned because I will be opening this reading with a prayer and meditation and closing with a prayer and meditation as well, okay? Thanks guys. Jump in for the opening prayer next. Hi guys, welcome to our prayer group. Doing a little bit of a prayer with my sound bowl, connecting with spirit, asking them to show us what messages you need to be seen, okay? So stay tuned. I will put timestamps below so you can skip this if you like. Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, my ancestor Victoria, ancestors, angels, God, and the universe. Please watch over us while I do this reading. Please help me deliver the messages the collective need to hear. Please protect my energy from demonic, trickster, and bad energetic demons. Please protect my energy, my home, my children, and my belongings with a ray of white light, and don't let anything penetrate through that light. Thank you for listening to me. I'm now going to close this prayer off and start the reading. Okay, let's jump into your readings. Group 1. Hi and welcome to your reading about what your shadow self wants to say to you, or what do you need to heal about your shadow self, okay? We're going to jump in with your shadow self messages. We're going to then get you some tarot messages, check your energy, what you need to know, and also finish off with some oracle cards, okay? So let's jump in. Group 1. What do we need to tell them about their shadow self? What do they need to know? Oh, you got 3. 3 straight up. Okay. Clearer perception. I'm seeing others and yourself as you are. You'll have a clear lens with which to view the world. As you integrate your shadow self, you're approaching your authentic self, which gives you a more realistic assessment of who you are. You won't perceive yourself as being too big, inflated, or too small, deflated. When you're self-aware, you can assess your environment from more accurately. You'll see others and evaluate situations with greater clarity, compassion, and understanding. So this is saying that you definitely need to do some work on your shadow self. You need to start evaluating who you are as a person and what traits you have and what traits you are portraying to the world. Once you know this, not only will you have a clearer perception of who you are in life, but in general as a person, and you'll know when to control that shadow aspect that's coming out of you, that shadow action that's being awoken from the circumstances around you. By knowing and understanding and getting to know your shadow self and your traits that you have, you'll be more awoken, you'll know how to control them better, and you'll have a better understanding of the person that you are as a whole. Well, this is really, really small. Cultivate self-awareness. So you've got twice now about self-awareness, okay? Perception and self-awareness. So it's really urging you to do the shadow work, find out what your traits are, really get these traits under control. Maybe you're really struggling with your shadow aspects, okay? So you really, really need to get them under control. I hope the next card that you have reveals how. So it gives you some idea of how. If not, I'll try and pull another one so you can kind of gauge ways that will aid you in finding out what your shadow aspects are, okay? Cultivating self-awareness. Seeing the shadow requires a self-reflective mindset, ability to reflect and observe our behaviors, thoughts, and feelings. Mindfulness meditation. Here we go. Mindfulness meditation helps foster non-judgmental awareness, ability to stay aware of the present moment without involving the inner critic or other modes of judgment. Self-awareness and self-reflection are a pursuer of shadow work because they help us observe and evaluate feelings and emotional reactions without judgment or criticism. Beautiful. So I just asked Spirit to give us a way that you can discover your shadow aspects if you have no idea how to work with your shadow aspects. And it is telling us meditation will work for you. So even look up some guided meditations on YouTube. How do I discover my shadow aspects meditation? Lie in a dark room, make sure there's no sound or you're not going to be disturbed. Concentrate on your breathing, get yourself into a relaxed state, and then just close your eyes and listen to the meditation. It will guide you through and it will tell you how to discover your shadow aspects of yourself, okay? So meditation is a good way of you to discover your shadow side, to make you become self-aware of the characteristics that you have within yourself and to become more awakened so you don't display these characteristics in a situation where it's not going to benefit you, okay? Investigate your feelings objectively and with compassion. It's hard to do shadow work effectively and with compassion. It's easier to investigate and blame other people while you end up that way. On the other hand, understand why the people who hurt you acted in a particular way. It's hard to accept, but in order to heal ourselves, we must forgive those who hurt us in order to move on. Try to navigate that they did the best they could at the time or were simply acting from their own wounds. So it's indicating some of you may have been through a traumatic situation, been through something that caused you a lot of stress and causes you a lot of to gain a lot of shadow characteristics within your behavior and framework and DNA now. So it's saying don't blame others for doing that to you. They did it to you out of their own hurt, out of their own experiences. They lashed out at you because of their own experiences that they've been through in life as well. So try and learn to forgive them, even if it's the worst kind of situation they put you through. Forgiveness is the highest form of healing. Forgiveness and letting go. Accepting what's happened. We can't change the past. Accepting what has been. Accepting the lesson you've learned from that. But we don't want to hold on to unhealthy shadow aspects of that we've gained through going through this trauma, that we've picked up from experiencing this trauma. So what I'm saying to you is forgive, let go, cut them out energetically. Try and work on getting rid of the behaviors that you've picked up from going through this trauma. Work on therapy. Talk to a counselor. Talk to your family or friends. Meditation is the best form of aid for you at this point of time, because you are a bit embarrassed, or you don't want to be judged by others from discovering your shadow self, by discovering, these behavioral traits that you have. You're embarrassed about talking about them in public. Don't be embarrassed. You either have them naturally or you've picked them up through going through this traumatic experience. You need to start healing. You need to start trying getting rid of these behavioral traits that you have, and knowing that life is a precious journey we're all on. You're a precious soul. Everybody has been through trauma, or lucky if you haven't, but everybody has some traumatic experience in their life. Everybody has traits that they're not happy of. Everybody has fear, doubt, all those characteristics we don't want to have from going through this traumatic experience, okay? Spirit is urging you and telling you here to not be afraid anymore, to start the healing process, to start forgiving and letting go, and to start working on ridding yourself of those behaviors that are limiting your life at the moment, okay? That are keeping you indoors, that are keeping you from dating again because of being hurt in the past. Whatever the situation is, try and work with healing the shadow aspects of the behaviors that you've picked up or naturally have, and start living your life again. Whew. Powerful message there, group 1. Opening with a bang, aren't we? Right. So that's your shadow messages and what you need to work on. I'm going to get some extra messages of your story now. What else do we have here? You need to concentrate on your 9th house. It covers higher mind, expansion, international and long distance travel, foreign languages, inspiration, optimism, publishing, broadcasting, universities and higher education, luck, risk, adventure, gambling, religion, philosophy, morals and ethics, ruled by Sagittarius. Simple. You got to get back to lifing, guys. Back to lifing. It's like you're a little light bulb and you've lost your willpower to turn on. Ding! To switch yourself on. You've got to you're being really urged and called here by the light to get back to the light, to get back to the life you were living, to stop limiting yourself from living, to get back to the life and the dreams and goals and desires that you had prior to the experiences you've been through. Because it is clearly saying you've been through traumatic experiences. And again, Spirit is urging you to get back to your life that has happened prior to these events occurring, okay? Start the healing process. Start living again. I know some of you have been probably through hell, and it is very hard to forgive someone who put you through hell. But forgiving and healing is better than living in fear and dread every day. Do it on your own time, of course. Do it when you feel extremely ready. If you feel like you can never move on from this, you really need some therapy then. And I'm sorry to put it so bluntly, but you do need some therapy. Even if you don't want to see anyone, they have online therapy nowadays. They have those free talk lines you can have and ring and speak to somebody for free. Okay? Do things when you feel brave enough to do so. Don't let anyone push you, but Spirit is showing you these messages because they're urging you to do so. They're saying you are ready, you are strong. Remember the person you were before this incident happened. Okay? I've lost my voice. Let's check your energy. Okay. Yeah, okay. I was being called to read the bottom of the deck and I'm like, why? I'm just about to put it down. But I didn't. The great unknown has come out. You're scared of the great unknown. You're scared of next. You're scared of healing. You're scared getting back to your life. I get it. You're scared. I get it. You're scared. I have been through the worst trauma as well. I was put through hell. I'm lucky to be here. I'm blessed every day that I'm here, okay? You guys go and watch my addressing my past video. You will know what I'm talking about. I'll link it below as well. I've got lots to link below, haven't I? Okay. Know that you're being urged by spirit, again, to start the healing process and start living again. Look at your options. Look at counseling. Look at things you can do to start healing. Look at your options about how you get your life back and start living your life again. There are options out there for you. Turn on the lights. How much of a coincidence is this, guys? I said you're a little light bulb waiting to turn yourself back on. You will turn your lights back on. You will look at your options, start the healing journey, and you will turn your little light back on and start living again. My smile is huge right now. Huge. Sorry, I knocked the camera in excitement. That is huge. Yep. It's indicating you've been alone for a long time. You shut yourself off from the world. You're alone and you're scared to break out of your little bubble that you're comfortable in. Time to start healing. Time to stop being alone. Time to turn your light back on. How beautiful are these messages coming out now for you guys? How beautiful are they? Let's check what you need to know. Oh, okay. They came out really fast. Yep, the little tower. You are not seeing this video for as a coincidence. You are seeing it. Maybe it's just going to pop up on your suggested videos, your timeline. You're going to go through a little tower event. This is going to wake you up and start transforming your life. You're going to be awoken and you're going to start the healing process. This is the urge you needed to start your healing process. I'm going to put this right up here because you're going to start listening. You're going to start transforming and healing your shadow self. Because this is just a bend in your road on your adventure to life. Sorry, I want to say that again. This is a bend in the road on your way back to living your life again, back to turning your light on, back to being the person you were before all this happened. And this is a message from the universe. I did say that, didn't I? You are being urged to start living again, start healing and start living. This is your message and confirmation that you needed. Beautiful message. I just want to cry. I'm so happy for you guys. All right, let's get your tarot messages. What else do we want to tell them, Spirit, about their healing journey? About their shadow self. Thank you. All right, 3. I'm being told 3. Oh, good. At the bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands, determination, leader. You're going to take the steps necessary to start living your life again. Okay, just had to move the camera back because they're running out of room. Showing clearly you have been through a time of great deceit. Your heart was broken. Someone lied to you over and over again. Finally, you tore yourself away from the situation. You are scared and frozen in time from this experience that you have been through. You've picked up unhealthy habits now. You have no hope for the future. You have hope that everybody you keep dating or every time you get to know someone, they're just going to do the same thing to you over and over again. You're traumatized and you're broken. You need to start the healing process. You need to know that there are good things coming in for you. And once you heal, you'll be unstoppable. Because look at this. Look what's coming up in your future. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Wishes coming true. You're going to heal. You're going to start living again. And your wishes will start coming true. And for a lot of you, you will be in a beautiful soulmate karmic relationship. 2 of Cups is here, telling you that someone will come in, be patient with you, learn your past, learn your triggers, learn your trauma, and will not put you through the same thing that the person from the past did. It is going to be a totally different relationship than what you have experienced before, and it is going to be a beautiful transformation. They're just going to love the shit out of you. Oh, that's so beautiful. All right, finishing your reading off with your oracle cards. So let's get your oracle cards. 1. Haven't even got these out of the packet yet, guys. Look at this, not even prepared. What am I doing? 1, What a beautiful story. Turn around for you guys. 2. Thank you. And, oh, this one, I'm going to take it. Okay, let's get your advice. Oh, yes. I think you guys that may have even, your healing process is going to be excelled and extreme. The moon has 8 cycles it goes through from crescent all the way back to full moon. Sorry, if I got that wrong. I'm not up with the moonology terminology. I'm sorry. So all the way from full moon, and it goes through all these little phases until it gets from empty to full. Empty to full. And you guys got the 8th phase. Surrender, rest and restore, reflection, intuition. I think from just your sheer willpower, you're going to not give up. And I don't think you gave up completely. You just had doubt and fear that was holding you back from healing. But this is the message you're going to see, and this is going to kick your butt into turning your light on again. And your healing journey is going to be excelled. Adventure. You're going to get out in nature. You're going to have fun again. You might even meet this new person that's coming in for you, your 2 of Cups. Out in nature, having an adventure, going on a adventure. What a beautiful, beautiful little card. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. See? Your healing journey is going to be excelled. I think you're masters at healing because you've been through this before, and you're at a stage where you've given up and you're just like, blah, whatever, day by day. I'm doing nothing. I'm watching Netflix and chilling every day. You've done it so many times that you're just going to heal at a cellular level, and your healing's going to be excelled. Look at you glowing with all your might. You're going to heal, transform, and start lifing once again, turning your light back on. Group 1, I hope you enjoyed your reading. It was an honor to bring it to you. Loved doing it for you. Very positive turnaround. Take care. Bye. Group 2, hi and welcome to your reading about your shadow self. We're going to get your shadow advice from my shadow self deck. Hopefully identify some of the behaviors and ways you can heal it or start working with it. Your shadow itself. We're also going to get you some, check your energy, check what you need to know, check what house you need to concentrate on, the house of the zodiac that is. Get your tarot and finish with your advice, okay? So let's jump in. Okay, you got 4. 4, 4, 4. You guys obviously need to know some information. So let's get your information. Identify the shadow. You guys have no clue what your shadow behavioral traits are. Our shadows are located in our subconscious. We buried them there. That is why it's tricky to identify them. In order to perform shadow work, we need to identify the shadow. The first step is becoming aware of the recurrent feelings that you always feel. Identifying these patterns will help the shadow. Some common shadow beliefs are: I am not good enough. I am unlovable. I am flawed. My feelings are not valid. I must take care of everybody around me. Why can't I just be normal like others? I will move my finger in case you want to screenshot this, okay? Leave it there for a bit. Okay. You need to start off by identifying your shadow. What makes you feel not good enough? What trauma put you through in that belief? I said in group 1, you need to identify if these are natural behaviors that have just been there your whole life, or if trauma has caused you to create these behavioral patterns over time, or it is a direct result from a traumatic experience you've been through, okay? A lot of you may need to work with a qualified therapist to understand this and heal this and work through it. A lot of you don't have the energy. I feel like getting up in the morning is just an effort for a lot of you because you're that traumatized. Remember, take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. This is a general reading, and I'm reading off the energy that I'm being shown by Spirit and the messages you need to hear. But whatever it is, you need to start by identifying the emotional behaviors that you have within yourself. If it is trauma, the biggest thing, and I said it in group 1 and I feel like I'm repeating myself, is forgiveness. Even if it's the most worst situation in the world that you've been through. I've been through hell. I've been through a lot of trauma. I know what it's like. If you don't believe me, go and watch the Addressing My Past video. It's linked below. And I urge you to go watch my other shadow work video that I posted as well, okay? Forgiving, healing, cutting cords, cutting emotional ties, letting it go, knowing that we can have a better life. We can have a life after trauma. I actually have another pick a card coming out in May that I did another collaboration with the Hermit Tarot. It's about life after trauma. I urge you to watch that one as well. If you're seeing this video months or years after it's been May 2021, I will link it below. I will actually link it below eventually, okay? I can't now because it is April 2021. But you're seeing this video when you need to see this. So there is life after trauma. It is a long, drawn out process, and there is no timeline for healing. You are in charge of your own healing process, and you will do it when and only when you feel ready and called to do it. And talking about feel. You will never heal unless you allow yourself to face the emotions you are scared of. So Spirit is pushing you to do this, is urging you to do this. So explore them, write about them, and make art out of them. To experience yourself as a whole, loved and lovable, you need to own up to your own emotions. Another huge part of healing is feeling. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to talk for hours to your best friend about it, talk. If you need to laugh, laugh. Whatever you need to do, Spirit is telling you to feel. Let yourself experience the pain, the laughter, the sadness, the tears, whatever you need to feel, and then let it go. Turn it into art and start loving yourself. Journaling is another way for you guys to start healing. When you write, it allows you to feel emotions and empty your head of the thoughts rumbling around in it like magic, even when your thoughts have no sense. Just write whatever comes to mind because you can't do it wrong. So feel. The first step is you need to actually want to address these emotions that you have. You actually want to start healing your shadow aspects of your character. So you need to start wanting to do that in the first place. Then you need to start feeling them, allowing yourself to feel them, and then write about them. Write about them. Write about how you're feeling, why you're feeling this way. Even write an imaginary letter to the person that hurt you, forgiving them. No one has to see it. And a good way of healing is either going to the water, because water is about emotions, and reading it out loud. Don't have to do this with anyone, or do it with someone you feel safe with. Or burning it. Reading it out loud and then burning it. If you don't want to read it out loud, read it in your head. That's fine too. Wanting to do it, feeling it, writing it, and releasing it. This is what you're being urged to do by Spirit. And you got a 4th card. You guys got 4. Go back to the time in your life when you felt most vulnerable. It can be a scene where you got hurt, or in a time in life where you felt vulnerable. Hold that image of yourself in your mind. Stay aware, taking in the message that arrives during that time. Give the younger you compassion. While reliving the moment, give love to your younger self. Tell yourself, I love you and I'm here for you. It will be okay. It is not your fault and you did nothing to deserve this. You can also give a hug to your younger self. One thing for sure, when doing shadow work, it is uncomfortable, to say the least. Who would enjoy owning up to their flaws, weaknesses, selfishness, hate, and all the negative emotions they feel? Nobody. But while focusing on our positive side is enjoyable and boosts our confidence, Shadow work can help better us, help us grow, and develop into a better version of ourselves. Beautiful, strong message there. So you guys, some of you went through traumatic experiences when you were younger. You're being told by spirit or urged by spirit here to go back and visit that. Visit your younger self as a child. Relive the moments. Tell yourself that you are loved as your adult self to your inner child. Tell yourself it's okay, that you're going to be okay. Give yourself a hug. Reassure your inner child that your future will be better. It'll be bright. You have a great future and life ahead of you. Tell them you're sorry this happened to you. Talk to your inner child like you would your own child. Comfort her or him. Give them love and reassurance. This is a way of aiding yourselves and healing your past trauma, especially as a younger child who had no understanding of why this was happening to them. So I didn't do this for the group 1, but I'm going to pull an inner child card because this deck is made up of inner child healing and shadow work healing. Have a safe place that you can bring to mind where you and your inner child can meet and play together. So another part of your ongoing therapy is about healing your inner child, healing that experience, that traumatic experience that happened to you as a child that you're still finding it hard to get over as an adult or a teenager, whatever you may be. You're being urged to relive the moment. If you can't do this, do it in a safe place with a friend or do it with a therapist. You're being urged to relive those moments, recreate those moments in your mind, reassure your inner child, reassure her that she's loved and looked after and it's going to be okay. Reassure her like she's your own child. What a beautiful message and way to start healing your inner child and traumatic experiences that you had in the past. Beautiful, beautiful message there that somebody needed to hear. All right, let's see what house of the zodiac you have to concentrate on. The 12th house, so the last house, completes the 12th and final house, which rules endings. This house covers the final stages of project, tying up loose ends, completion, the afterlife, old age, and surrender. It is also associated with separation from society, intuitions, hospitals, jails, hidden agendas, and secrets. It rules the imagination, creativity, arts, film, dance, poetry, journals, and the subconscious mind. Beautiful. So doesn't this tie in with the reading of the shadow aspect I just gave you? Journaling, feeling, artwork, healing your inner child, dancing, playing, healing your subconscious mind and thoughts. All about healing that inner traumatic childhood, traumatic experience you went through. And it just summed it up beautifully. And you're going to start doing it because you're in the 12th house. So it talks about finality, accepting that you can't change the past, working on acceptance of healing that past and making the future you want to have a reality. That just popped out. So now I'm just going ahead and shuffling your energy cards and your knowledge cards. So let's get some more messages about your healing journey. Sorry guys, didn't mean to cough then. Okay, we have spiritual guidance. Maybe that's why you are watching this video. You wanted to know how you can start healing, how you can start living a better life, how ways you can understand why you're experiencing these emotions and characteristics that you have now in your adult life, why they're happening to you. And I hope the explanation I gave to you really helped you. I think it has, because now you've got impossibilities are endless. You're going to start healing. You're going to start listening to the advice. I feel like you're going to play this video back over and over and over again and write down the advice you need to do and the steps you need to take to start healing. Yes, crown chakra. Your intuition is going to pull you in to watch this video and it's going to guide you to group number 2. You have been pulled here by the universe in order to understand what you're going through and how you start healing what you're going through. It makes you seek the thought of your past. It makes you seek addressing the experiences you went through. It does. Motion sickness. It makes you completely terrified and sick. But you know that you have the strength to get through this, to heal your shadow aspects, to heal what happened to you. Even though you had no control of it and it wasn't nice what happened to you, you're going to have the strength to get through it and start healing it and living your life once again. You have had a lot of rest and relaxation, and you may still need a lot of rest and relaxation. It's going to exhaust you, this healing journey. Facing the horrible side of ourselves is nothing nice. It's not a nice experience we need to go through, but you need to go through it in order to grow and heal it. So remember, when you feel exhausted, when you feel stressed out, rest. Take yourself out to do something you enjoy. Get your mind off the horrible experience you've been through. Bring yourself back to the fun place. So physically go out and do something, okay? Okay, yes, beautiful, beautiful message there. I'm going to read these two together. So the Tower. The universe brings a Tower moment in our life, and it completely changes our way of life that we had, and it changes our complete entire life and turns it upside down. It's either good change or bad change. Not all change is bad, but it is something we need to go through in order to grow and become a better version of ourselves. So you guys are having your Tower moment. You are going to start healing. It's going to be a messy experience, but it is happening, and it is the universe is urging you to take this Tower moment in order to grow, okay? And you're going to do it at a cellular level. You're going to take charge of your healing journey. You're going to, as I said, you're going to play this video back over and over again, and it's going to go forward at cellular rate because you want to change. You want to bring this balance into your life. Two of Pentacles talks about balance and adaptability. You're going to bring balance back into your life. You're going to start following your dreams. You're going to start living again, and you're going to start believing that you have a better life ahead of you, and your past trauma and experiences don't need to limit the person you can be in the future. All right, let's finish your reading off with some advice with our oracle cards. One. I want 3. 2. And 1 more. 3. Deep replenishment. Rest, retreat, be held. So no, this is going to bring up a lot of unwanted memories. You're in the water as well. I'm being called to tell you what I told group 1 as well. A good thing in healing your healing journey is going to a water, because water is our emotions and reflects our emotions. And look, that woman is offering flowers to the water. So no, this is going to be hard. It's not going to be easy, and you're going to be overwhelmed. Try and rest when you need to. Try and bring yourself back to a positive mind frame and physically do something that you'll enjoy to bring you out of the sadness. There's no point in saving the world if it means losing the moon. You're in two minds. You really want to heal yourself, but you are holding yourself back. Don't hold yourself back. Know that you can have the life you want to have. You will have your dreams. You will have success. You will have balance back in your life. When you find yourself in a place of doubt, always move forward. Always remember to bring yourself back to a point of fun. And oh, wow, I didn't even read this. Success. You will have success in your life. This will be a successful transformation for you and time of healing. Wow, I didn't even read that card when I was saying you're going to have success. Group 2, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope you can start healing and start living your best life and start following your dreams, okay? Take it one step at a time and in your own time and at your own pace, okay? Take care, bye. Group 3, hi and welcome to your reading about your shadow self. Let's get your shadow aspects messages with my shadow deck. I think you guys have done a lot of the deep healing already because your cards aren't jumping out like the other two groups did. I made these cards so small, picked the wrong size when I made them, so that one jumped out. One more, thank you. Beautiful. Let's have a look at your shadow messages, what Spirit wants to say to you. Nurture your inner child. Our childhood traumas can be caused by the way we were parented or other people who hurt us. It can result in deep wounds that can create behavioral and emotional patterns that create our personality. Most of the time, our childhood wounds are the most painful. They haunt us and tell us we were not worthy of love, or that our feelings are wrong, or that we have to take care of everything because nobody was around to take care of us. Nurturing your inner child involves traveling back in time when you were hurt and give yourself love. So very clear. I'm going to hold this up in case you guys want to screenshot it. So for a lot of you, you were hurt as a child. You weren't parented correctly, you weren't shown love, or you went through a traumatic experience in your childhood that has caused bad behavioral traits in your character now as an adult or as a teen. So what you're being urged to do is to revisit that time as a young child and to give yourself love. It is hard. It is not going to be a pleasant experience. Shadow work is never an easy experience to go through. But you need to go back in time, comfort your inner child like you would your own child. Tell them they're okay. Tell them it's going to be okay. Tell them their future's going to be amazing. Give them love. Tell them they are loved. And give them a virtual hug. Like, tell them that they're safe with you. You are in a safe place. Reassure them that they're going to be okay. Why does that keep going blurry and focusing off what I'm talking about? Sorry, I went on a rant then. I kind of went in my own little world. So yeah, really being called to visit that time as a child that you went through that traumatic experience and to start healing your inner child. Wow, it's telling you again the message pretty much that I just told you. Go back in time in your life when you felt most vulnerable. It can be a scene where you got hurt or a time in your life where you felt most vulnerable. Hold that image yourself in your mind. Stay aware. Taking in the messages that arise during that time. Give the younger you compassion. Well, I haven't even read this card and I've already just told you what it's saying. While reliving the moment, give yourself love. Give your love to your younger self. Tell yourself, I love you and I'm here for you. It will be okay. It's not your fault and you did nothing to deserve this. You can also give a hug to your younger self. Wow. I basically told you all this and you got this card anyway. One thing is for sure, when doing shadow work, it is uncomfortable, to say the least. Who would enjoy owning up to their flaws, weaknesses, selfishness, hate, and then the negative emotions they feel? Nobody. But while focusing on the positive side is enjoyable and boosts our confidence, shadow work can help us grow and develop into a better version of ourselves. So again, this is about trauma that happened when you were a child, or not being loved enough as a child, not being shown love. Maybe some of you are abandoned or adopted and have abandonment issues, or a parent left and you still have daddy issues or mummy issues, or some physical trauma happened when you were a child. You're being urged and called back to, I'm going on a rant, like I'm just ranting and counselling you guys now, and I'm not focusing on the camera. I'm sorry that it keeps going blurry because I'm focusing on the messages I need to deliver to you because you really need to hear them. So I apologise for that. But you're being called and urged to revisit those times. Do it in a safe space, maybe even have someone you trust around you when you do it. But know you're going to be okay. And part of healing is reassuring yourself as a child by visiting that scene in your head as the adult or teenager you are now and giving compassion to your younger self. Dreams. Our thoughts and deepest emotions come out in our dreams, according to Jung. That's the man. If you want to do some extra work on shadow work, look up Jung's theory of shadow work. I've experienced it and I've educated myself in it myself. And it is a really good read. So maybe you guys will benefit from reading Jung's articles. When you experience a dream, write down what occurred immediately so you don't forget. By understanding your dreams, you might understand more about yourself. So you guys are also getting dreams about how to heal your shadow self and the characteristics that are portrayed by your shadow self. So have a journal beside your bed. When you have a dream, nightmare, whatever it is, write it down so you don't forget it. And when your conscious self is ready, reread it, and then start working on healing that side. Okay? I'm now going to look at what you need to know and your energy, and also look at the house you need to concentrate on. House of the Zodiac. That's way too many cards, Spirit. Thank you. 3. I feel like you guys' reading is really fast, but really straightforward. Your messages have come out real clear and concise, and yeah, I've told you exactly what you need to do to start healing. 11th house. 11th house rules teams, friendships, groups, society, technology, video and electronic media, networking, social justice, rebellion and humanitarian causes. It also rules originality, eccentricity, sudden events, surprises, invention, astronomy, science fiction and all things futuristic. So you're being called now to think about your future life, think about healing. I think you're being called by Spirit big time to start healing the trauma of your past, because it is limiting the future that you can have. You're living in a time in the present where you're being controlled by your emotions and being controlled by your fear and trauma of what's happened to you in the past. You're letting your characteristics and hurt of the past and fear of the past and hurt of the past control your present, and you doubt that you can have a good future. So you are being called and urged to start healing that past, healing that shadow side of yourself, revisiting the past, and really letting your past be healed so you can create the future that you want to have. Beyond the great unknown. See? Your future's not written yet. You can still have an amazing future. Why does my camera keep going blurry? What is going on? You can still have this amazing future. Your future is not written. You need to heal this shadow self so you can have an amazing future and start living a better present as well, because I feel like your present is being controlled by the trauma of the past. So you need to start healing it. Throat chakra. You need to start communicating. And I feel like you need to start communicating to yourself. Start talking to yourself in a positive way. Start telling yourself you can start having a better future. Start telling yourself the future is endless for you. You can have an amazing future. You also need to go back and revisit that yourself, that time that you were hurt by trauma, and visit your younger version of yourself and tell them, communicate with them that everything's going to be okay. Reassure them. Reassure them that you're going to turn into this beautiful lady or man, take it as it resonates, but you're going to turn into this beautiful, well-educated, successful, amazing lady or man. I'm sorry to be gender specific, it's come out as lady, so a lot of you that are watching this are going to be female. But take it as it resonates, man or lady. The future is very bright for you. You're in charge of your own destiny. Take charge of your destiny and create the future, and go and talk to your younger self about the future that you are going to have. Because you feel like you don't deserve it. Again, you're limiting your beliefs and limiting the future that you can have. You're robbing yourself of the future that you can have. You can do anything you want in this world. You can go back to school and relearn. You can go back to high school and get your GED or get your diploma. Then you can go to uni. You can be whatever you want in this world. Don't doubt what you can be. Stop having dusty illusions. Stop the negative talk. Stop the I can't, because you can. I'm telling you, you can be whatever you want to be. Into the wild. Look, there's you. There's you. Portrayed as a young child, hiding. This is what you will turn into. A beautiful, promising, successful woman or man. Stop hiding. Go back and communicate with this child. Tell them to come out and tell them about the amazing future you're going to create for them. Heal this wound. You're being urged to heal this wound in order to create the future and start living a better present. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, you guys are lucky. You got Knight of Pentacles, so you will start taking a practical approach to this. It's going to be a slow moving process and it's going to take a lot of time because you're still full of self-doubt and disbelief. You can have the future you want. You're going to take a very, very sensible approach to this. Some of you may get some counseling as well, but I feel like a lot of you are going to do it by yourself. It is not going to happen overnight. It is going to be a very slow, drawn-out process, so just take your time. But be this Queen of Cups towards your younger self. Be this, oh, it's got two people on there as well. And look, it's a mum shielding a child. That is you shielding your younger self. You need to be compassionate and go back and revisit your inner child and start healing those wounds. And the outcome. I did say you're going to have an amazing future and you're going to be successful. 10 of Pentacles. Success, dreams coming true, well off in every aspect of your world, emotionally, physically, financially, in love. Everything in your world is going to come to an amazing conclusion and you're going to live your dream future that you're going to have. How amazing is that turnaround? Look at the future waiting to happen for you, Group 3. It is amazing. Let's finish your reading off by getting you some advice. Oh, beautiful. Wow. Wow. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. It's not going to be a journey that's going to happen and change overnight. It is going to take time. You're going to take a slow, practical approach. It is going to take you a lot of time to do this. Do it in your own time. You'll be okay. Keep things simple. Keep things light. Keep things airy. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. But you will have the greatest transformation and your story will be one that you can write about. Maybe you will even go on to write about. The future is yours. The future is bright. 10 of Pentacles. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful outcome. The transformation and the person you are now is 100% more focused, 100% amazing. Believe it. It is going to happen. Group 3, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Take care of yourselves. Bye. Okay guys, going to finish the reading off by closing the reading off. Meditation and prayer. Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Victoria, guides, ancestors, and God. Thank you for watching over us during this reading and delivering the messages people needed to hear. Thank you for keeping my energy safe. Please go on to close the reading now, but please continue to protect my energy, home, children, and being. We really appreciate you being with us during this time and delivering the messages collective needed to hear once again. Thank you. Amen.